And there you see there's protests that are breaking out in Argentina, but this isn't just happening in Argentina. This is happening across the world because of fiat debasement. But you have an option. You have an option to opt out. And what is that option? That option and answer is Bitcoin. Protect your wealth and opt out the system. And you see a lot going on right now in Argentina. There is anti-government protests. Thousands of people have poured onto the streets of Buenos Aires and other cities across Argentina to protest against the government, President Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner. And basically what's going on here is a protest against inflation. We've told you this time and time again. This is why the Bitcoin Bros are here to educate you and give you sound advice, not financial advice, on how to finance your wealth. So this is in Argentina. But we're also hearing similar talks from the former president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, that America needs to open its eyes and see what's going on. Let's listen to see what he has to say.
Ever been in as a nation right now. And we have a leader that just doesn't know what's going on. He just doesn't know what's going on. And we want to be nice about it. Everybody wants to be nice about it. But the world is at balance, and this country might not exist. I mean, we may not exist anymore because we're talking about power of weapons that is so unbelievable. I know better than anybody because I got to see it. And we have people that don't understand that, and they talk tough when they should be nice, and they talk nice when they should be tough. I mean, it's the opposite. Everything you see they say is just wrong. And it's a very scary time for this country.
And there you have it from the former president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. And what he's telling you is that basically they have it wrong. The current leadership doesn't know what's going on. We're not taking stances on that, but there's a lot of uncertainty in the world, a lot of uncertainty in the markets, but there's one thing that's certain that can help you protect your wealth. And once again, that's Bitcoin. And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. And once again, we have a jam-packed video for you today, so make sure you don't miss out and watch this one to the end. Getting straight to it, taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart at the current time of this recording. Bitcoin is coming in at 27.7. Right now, Bitcoin is still putting in higher lows and highs, and could we just keep stair-stepping our ways up in the months to come? Well, we'll get a couple updates from a couple experts. First, looking at Stock Money Lizards. Bitcoin like clockwork, next stop, pre-halving zone. So what he's looking at, if you take a look at the charts here, you look back in the 2018 to 20 range, that we had this pre-halving zone where Bitcoin comes above this neckline and then tops out before cooling off and then blast and pass after the halving. Same thing in 2015 and 2017. This neckline, we break it, blast up, cool off, and then blast up past the halving. So if history's any indication of what's to come, we should have a blast up here, whether we're going to stop at 35, 40, 45, 50, no one knows, but then we'll have a cool off going into the halving or slightly after the halving, and then blast off after the halving. So keep in mind, don't lose touch on what's going on. Don't lose sight. Hope you're packing your bags. An update from Plan B. His January 12 prediction is in line with the stock to flow model. He's calling for 32K, at least one standard deviation band, but also saying that 60K is the stock to model value and just before the halving. So he's calling for 60K right before the halving. We'll see if that happens. 100K is the bottom of my 100K to $1 million range, around $532,000 stock to flow model value after the halving, and that's where this shoots up to $534,000. So are we going to see a blast up to that range after the halving? Is that hyperinflationary? Is that something that you should be worrying about? Well, time will definitely tell. That's Plan B's take. An update from Tony the Bull Bitcoin. A chart for every naysayer that we won't see new Bitcoin all-time highs before the end of 2023. A lot can happen in 9 months. It happened twice already in the past 6 years. You got 9 months. Look right here. And as you see, back in 2017, once it broke this neckline, within 9 months, it topped out, then a bear market. Same thing, once it broke this neckline, blast up, once again, new all-time high, then we're in a bear market. And look what just happened. We just broke this neckline. Could be running up to that $180-ish thousand range for Bitcoin within the next 9 months. Time will definitely tell. That's definitely extremely bullish. Like and retweet this. And without further ado, let's hear from CHAMATH and the All In Podcast and what their take is and seeing if crypto is dead in America. Let's hear from Chamath.
SEC obviously sent a Wells notice. We talked about this before, to Brian Armstrong of Coinbase. He said he's thinking about or considering relocating out of the U.S. if the regulatory clarity does not improve.
Crypto's dead in America.
It is dead in America.
Crypto's dead in America. I mean, now you had Gensler. You had Gensler even blaming the banking crisis on crypto. So the United States authorities have firmly pointed their guns at crypto.
Is it a scapegoat, or was it a around find out moment for crypto in your mind, or a little bit of both?
I don't know. I just think that they were probably the ones that were the most threatening to the establishment.
Okay.
And they were the ones that, in fairness to the regulators, did push the boundaries more than any other sector of the startup economy. And yeah, so now they're paying the price for that. The bill has come due for them.
Sachs, is it a around find out moment? Is it protecting the American dollar? Somewhere in between, or incompetence on regulators' part?
The more I think about it, the more I think it's probably not a coincidence that you're seeing all these concerns about de-dollarization at the same time they're cracking down on crypto. So look, there were a bunch of crypto companies that might have done shady things, but I think we all agree that Coinbase was not one of them. Coinbase was the gold standard in terms of doing everything right. And they've just asked over and over again for a regulatory framework. They're just like, tell us how to operate and we'll do it. So I think Chamath is right that they're effectively banning crypto in the United States. They're going to drive all these companies overseas, which is terrible for American innovation. I don't know exactly where blockchain and crypto are going to go from here, but I think that we should find that out in America. You know, we don't want that innovation going offshore.
And there's Chamath in the All In podcast. Chamath's basically saying that crypto's dead in America. What's your take on this? What do you think? Is there going to be a saving grace in America in Bitcoin? Or are the CBDCs going to roll out, and is that what is going to take over? And is that going to be the new norm? Is that going to be full, total control of how you spend your money, how you travel, what you eat, and what you do? Please leave your thoughts below. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.